Okay, I hope you can see me properly. Just a little short video update for the FT project filmed on my mobile phone. Right, the car's now back in Manchester with me where I live, and now it's back in Manchester. We can take a little bit more time to have a good look around it, to assess what needs to be done, and also to give more frequent video updates as we really start to try and get this project moved to completion. So we're just going to take time, have a good look around it. Again, as soon as cars stand still, they dirty really quickly, but again, just looking around, taking our time this time. Obviously, the wheels aren't the wheels we want, but it looks pretty good with these wheels on. I'm thinking of a set of 18 inches. I've got some in mind. 18 inches with BF Goodrich all-terrain tyres, so nice chunky tyres. The front window's already been tinted. The back window's yet to be tinted. As we were looking at before, it's got a new exhaust system, but we may look at that and move to a competition exhaust system. Underneath the wheel arches, obviously, is perfect. The chassis we can see it's been reconditioned, so that's perfect. Moving the camera around. Just looking at the profile of it down the sides, looking at the space between the bodywork and the wheels, I think I will lower it actually. At least lower the back so it's about the same kind of clearance as the front. So it's still going to have enough clearance to do some decent off-roading, but even from an aesthetic point of view, I think just to level off the car, I'm going to make the back suspension, that gap, about the same as the front. Also, I've got in mind to get a side step. I've seen one which fits on a Land Rover Defender, which I quite like the look of. That's pretty cool. Again, we said about the wheels already. Looking at some 18 inches. Moving around to the front, we can get a better look now of the Sunsport grille. Zooming in a little bit. That really does set the car off amazingly well. It transforms the front of it, in my opinion. Gives it a really classy look, which will be in keeping with the rest of it once it's all done. Again, the idea I mentioned before was that I was looking to, I've seen some like LED daytime running lights, like a thin strip that would work around there. Let's just even get hold of some that could look quite classy, and also get some ones that will fit into the bumper. Moving around. Yeah, this is going to be sweet when it's finished. I can get the feel of it already. It's got a really nice chunky proportion. The colour works really well. I'm not sure, the camera doesn't seem to pick up the beauty of the colour in this. I'm going to try and zoom a little bit closer, because even the fleck of the paint, it's a really nice fleck on the paint, which doesn't really come through so well on a camera. Well, the paint works really nice. Okay, we're just going to take a look inside. Now the sun's behind, so the car's in a little bit of a shadow, but we're going to have a look at the interior. So I'm not quite sure how well this comes out, but these are our Sparco seats. And they work really well inside this environment. I would imagine that once these things are covered in leather and Alcantara, the way we intend to have it, and stick carpet everywhere now, all we have is our shell really, with two seats in it, which is fine, because it gives a good idea of what needs to be done. I'm going to swing around the back and open up the back. So there we go. All we have is our shell with our two Sparco seats in it. Now, I can start to give an indication of show you what's going to happen inside. The next step, first of all, is I have a part here, part of the heater matrix system, which needs to go in, because the car's been stood that long. I think that part of the heater radiator leaked. So what we're going to do next, one of the things is fit that part. Then, looking at the interior, the next step really is to go to Noise Killer, and they're going to completely soundproof inside. Every bit of bare metal is going to get absolutely slathered with soundproofing. And the next, this is where it gets quite interesting. For the interior wise, there's a set of seats that you get for the Land Rover Defender called Exmoor trim. And I want some Exmoor trim seats that I'm going to square off that wheel arch there, and then I'm going to have the seats sit like that, and then they fold up like that. They can fold forward, then up. So once up and out of the way, and up and out of the way, you're going to have a completely clear load area. Now my plans for this load area, once it's obviously insulated and everything else and all the electrical work's been done, I think I've suggested in a video, I wanted to get this area covered in wood, boxed out, but then varnished, and so the back looks like, you know, a nice bit of varnished wood. I'll show you a picture of the kind of thing I'm after. There's a Defender that I've seen called Land Rover Defender Yacht Edition. The back of the cars is just the way I like it, so I'm going to use that as an example. So I'm going to do Land Rover Defender seats, Exmoor trim seats, that can completely tuck out the way there and tuck out the way that side, leaving this whole area here as load space if we need it. It's going to be quite I realise these cars have quite a utilitarian origin, but I wanted to do something a bit special with this. The internet's full of examples of cars that have been completely customised to go off-road and extreme off-road, but there's very few of them that have been made to look really nice so they can look good on-road, so that's part of my challenge. So this is the interior so far. Roof lining, again, it's just stripped out. Imagine it's padded with Alcantara. Now we're thinking of black leather and black Alcantara with some contrasting stitching. Our FT colours, which we haven't really seen yet, are red and blue with silver, so we're going to try and maybe chrome these parts here to give a little bit of highlight against the black in the interior. Kind of hard to visualise exactly, but I'm hoping that when it's finished it's going to look really, really quite special. So let's look at the interior. Right. Next up, I think, get the engine sorted, get the heater matrix in, soundproofing, electronics, get all electric sorted, then soundproofing, and then start working on the interior. Not quite sure how well this is going to translate as I'm explaining it, but these are my ideas for it. The interior with our sparkle seats, the plastic part there, I want to get chromed, the plastic parts to be chrome. This part here, or on the outside, or around there, leather, again leather on the seats, but then a black Alcantara midsection like that, down to about there. I don't know if you can see me, midsection there, maybe Alcantara there, with our red and blue stripes going down the centre for our FT colours.